PHPRunner, like a bridge, silent architect, building up the future where the code once wrecked. A painter with no brush, yet it paints with ease. A symphony of data, flowing like the breeze. The canvas is bare, but it calls your name. Come and create, you're not the same. No need to fight, no tangled threads. Just weave the web where logic treads. A click of choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. From grids to charts, from lists to views, turns the complex into simple cues. No more struggle with code, so rare, invisible now, but everywhere. For the dreamer, the artist, the coder too, PHPRunner whispers, your vision's true. No more wrestling with the syntax maze, just create and let the platform blaze. Or click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. For the novice or expert to see a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. For the novice or expert you'll see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. Click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. Yeah, PHPRunner guides you to the light. In a world where your dreams take flight. Yeah. In a world where your dreams take flight.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to, I think it's episode 8 of this PHPRunner Tips and Tricks live stream. Welcome. Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you very much to XLINESOFT, who's actually sponsoring this live stream. Go and visit their website. There's more than just PHPRunner. Obviously, they do everything like everything from PHP to ASP as well. You know, you can get the same version. And Linux and Unix, I will show you now how we get to those information. There's some notes. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome. As always, I plan to keep these things short because as developers we would like to get to an answer and move on. I don't have the time to watch an hour or longer live stream. So anyway, let's open up the application quickly. This is version 11, and on the before I open up the quick start, at the bottom left, we have something regarding Linux. Let me see if I can zoom into that area a little bit better. Left bottom. I think that's the closest I'm going to zoom. We'll be able to zoom. But anyway, you will be able to see that there is a Linux version and version 11.1 news here. And if you click read now, if you heard that background news noise, that's actually YouTube who's sending me messages regarding my stream. It says it looks good apparently, or the sound or everything is working okay. But anyway, this is the latest version of I will put this link into the chat window, as well as into actual video description after the stream is over, because there's important information regarding our Linux version, users using the Linux version. So please do not miss out. Go and read this. Okay. So what is it that I want to speak about today? There's some confusion about tabs in the application. So let me start by showing you what it is I mean by that. Let's open up the application. This is still that same little project that I start off with. I'm still doing that. Just another reminder before I forget about it. Tomorrow is Friday. I do not stream on Fridays because I attend the Dev Club members streams where we have all sorts of professionals and surgeries hosting those sessions with us, and explain in detail and much more detail, and he has a lot more information that he can share, and questions that he can answer. So if I was thinking that what will I do one day when somebody asks a question I cannot answer, and I can actually go to my Dev Club, and put my idea in there and ask the question, and then others can vote for my question, because there's many questions. You can imagine how many questions we have in there, and then eventually they will actually spend the entire session answering your question that you have, and very, very nice. If you haven't seen it yet, please, you're missing out. Go and join the Dev Club. There's so much information, and we learn a lot from the Dev Club. Anyway, this is not the Dev Club. This is just a live stream. So let me see. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I see you guys didn't see it. Okay, that's much better for you guys, the full screen, right? Just remind me, type something or something. Okay, so I added a table to the project. I just simply tick the tick box for the customer table, and I'm gonna go over to the events page, because on the list page after table initialized event, we have this where tabs, where we can add tabs. So I see this code that I already have here is active, so I'm gonna just comment the code out for now, so you can see what we have inside of this table. So I have done tutorials similar to what I'm showing you right now more than once probably a couple of, I don't want to say hundreds, but tens of times, I've definitely showed how this works, and there's so much that we can do in terms of the where tabs API. So I'm going to save the project. I'm going to build it. Nothing is happening because I took all the code out basically right now. I'm going to view this in browser, and this thing now have an extra customer column over here. And you can see there is like 29 customers in this entire table. And I am going to target this first column, job title. I'm showing you just so you can understand what I'm doing. I'm going to create two tabs. One that shows, I don't know, purchasing, all the purchasing managers, and I don't know what the other one was. I don't remember. The purchasing representative, I think it is. That is the two things, that's the two types of customers that I want to see. I don't care about all the other job titles. I only want to see those two job titles, and I create two tabs for that. And that's what I'm going to do next. Let's just do that. So the where tabs, there's a lot that we can do here. We can loop through the data and pick up valid titles and add them into different tabs for each and every loop. Here I just hard coded 2 lines of code, where tabs. The first one is where the job type title is going to be the accounting what is this, accounting assistant, and this is the purchase manager. If I think I mentioned 2 different ones in the beginning, but that doesn't matter. What I'm showing you is just how to filter out. So this works like a filter almost. So all the other job titles in that user table is, or customer table, excuse me, is will not show up. And my tab title is just going to be A, assistant, and P, manager. And then I have T1 over here for, that's just an ID for this tab, and T2 is the ID for this tab. So you guys seen this many times over and over again, how differently we can use this. If you have questions regarding this, I can show some stuff. I see that it seems to me when I was looking up the where tabs, there's additional stuff that we can do now, and it's actually documented, but I want to make sure before I go there. So it's for now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the project again. I'm going to build the thing, and let me see while it's building, what questions do we have? Thank you, XLINESOFT, for this. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. XLINESOFT, thank you very much. They sponsor this channel nicely. Very good video. Thank you very much. Not that it's not perfect in my eyes. I want to have it even more perfect, flawlessly, and no mistakes in my English. That would be amazing, understandable, and a lot more confidence, perhaps. That's what I need. But anyway, I'm just going on the way I do right now. Let's open up this in a browser. Right now, if I go to the customer, I just want to close the previous one. If I go to the customer tab, you will see, here we go, AA assistant, there's only 2 of them, and P manager, there's a little bit more, 13 of them. All the others is not available. I can make a third tab here and say all, we can go crazy. But that's not what what I want to show. I want to show the two different types of tabs that we have and can work with in PHPRunner. So this is the first type. Now let's continue, and I added also on, I think it's on my orders table. I'm going to go to my orders table on the add page. Yeah, let me go to my events page first. I want to show you what I've done in the events. My apologies for that, that's my cell phone. Just go to the events, no, sorry, not the events, the designer. On the orders table, add page, I added this object over here. There's new tab 1, new tab 2. Let me just delete it and start over. This is all the fields I have currently for the add page. Okay, I came up here, I said in add tabs. Now I have this empty thing called new tab 4, new tab 5. I don't know why it's named like that. I'm gonna take a few of these sorry, I'm pressing the wrong key on my keyboard. There we go. I'm just gonna grab a few of these fields. I'm gonna put it straight into the new tab 4, and then new tab 5 I will add some more. And that's how it works. And if you want to add another tab over here, we're gonna go here to the right of the screen. If you can follow my mouse, I don't really have a better way of showing you where the mouse is, but it's right here. When I click, now I have tab 6 here at the end. Now we can rename these tabs to whatever we like, and I'm going to do exactly that. I'm just going to say new A, just to show you that I actually new A, new B. You can name it whatever you like. A, B, and C. Let's just do that. Now I have these. Oh, it's tab C, new A, new B, new C. So new A doesn't have any. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow a couple of fields. This is just for testing purposes. Now I'm going to go to my tab A, and I'm going to put them all in there. Don't ask me what just happened, but something happened. This is also a reason why I'm doing everything with okay, so I basically lost all my fields. I don't know what to do in this case. What's the best? I can probably say close but don't save. Let's try that. Close. You have unsaved changes in your project. That I do know. Okay. Exit without saving. All right. Let's open it up again. What did we do in the customer? I don't think we did anything very important over there. I went over to my events. Sorry, the designer. I'm now sort of stuck here. Add page. Okay. I'm not going to remove it this time. Let's try and just add another tab to this first, because I want 3 tabs. Let's add a new and you know what, I'm not gonna fiddle too much. Tab 1, tab 2, there's one field here. I don't know how to get it. The only way I knew from the previous software was to do it this way. and this time nothing went wrong. So don't ask me what happened in the first time. I'm sorry about that. It's live. I can't cut it out. I can't undo the history. What happened happened. Okay, I'm not also going to rename any of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scramble them maybe. So what I want to, I see, let me, sorry. So if I want tab 2 to be first, I can grab and drag it up. Right now tab 2 is first, tab 1 is second, and tab 9 is third. There's a good reason why I actually did it this way, and that is because it's the way these tabs work. We don't care what you call the tab whatsoever. What we do care about, that there's a tab ID, and the first tab will always have an ID of 0. The second tab will have an ID of 1, and the third tab will have an ID of 2, and so on. So it's starting to count the tabs from left to right, starting at 0. 0 indexed is what it's called. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's hide this new tab 1. I'm going to hide this tab. How do I do that? Well, let's show you. This will be ID 2. Go back to my events page. Of the add page on the JavaScript onNode event. This is JavaScript. Here it is the code that you would need. Var tabs equals the page object. Get tabs. I think we can put a 0 in here as well, but that is because you can sometimes have more than one tab, object on your page, and in this case this is the add page. Okay, so I don't need it because there's only one, and we are going to hide the second tab, which will be ID 1. Let's just save it. Build the project down. This is supposed to work. I'm hoping view in browser. So let's go to our, where did I do it? Orders. I'm going to click on add new orders, and you will notice that my second tab is actually gone or hidden. Now this is how you programmatically add or remove tabs that was added during this, when in objects, this specific type of object in the page designer. Completely different type of tab. Doesn't work on the data. I think we must find a way what to name this tab. These are more like a page designer tab, whatever, and the other tabs that I showed you came from the data. It's data relation. It's whatever is in the data is what create those tabs. So that's the main difference. Now this opens up a lot, because we can literally go now and code when it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, please hide this tab, and start showing it when it's 3 o'clock again in the afternoon, or when this condition is true, just hide the tab. We can do a lot. It's all happening in JavaScript. It's so easy to do. So if you guys have some ideas, questions whatsoever, let me know, and I will I have done, you can literally create miracles that if you think about it, in the page designer, I created this object. Let's show them. If you want to show them all obviously all you have to do is take out your tab. So this time we're gonna hide the last tab, which will be 0, 1, 2. So we're gonna hide 2. Which one are we hiding right now? Events. So let's hide that tab. Simple as that. The second one, the third one, actually the last tab will now be hidden. Build the project. And I'm going to go to my orders, and when I click on add new, the last tab is now gone or not available. Now this is what I want to show you. This was my goal for this evening, and that is to show the 2 different types of tabs that we have to work, that we can work with. These tabs over here, and obviously if you go then back to your customers, these other 2 tabs. This is the tabs that are built on a where clause of data in a database. That's where these tabs are coming from. And the other ones, the other one is actually already there, the tabs there, but we have the ability to even move them around, make them active, make them inactive, show the tab, only for certain, a lot of conditions. So any questions on that, please let me know. But that was basically what I wanted to share with you tonight. And I'm saying tonight because it's evening for me, so my apologies if it's morning for you. Anyway, this is what it's all about. Any questions, please don't hesitate. Just ask me. I would love to answer a question. Just remember, I am working with PHPRunner version 11, but I want to say, if you have a question for version 10.91, because I myself still use that version, please go ahead and ask the question. I'll just use version 10.91 and answer your question in that way. It's the idea was version 11 only, but I can see now that sometimes version 11 is a little bit doesn't work. I can't say it's not working. It's working, but it's sometimes do something funny. And I quickly could figure out, how to close the page without saving it, opening up the page again, and I just could continue. So it's really usable. If you have a question, whether it's in version 11 or still version 10.91, just ask the question. I will try and answer. Anyway, you may have a very good rest of your day, and I will not speak with you tomorrow because it's Friday. I will see you on Monday, more or less the same time. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.